All right. So today we'll catch up the first feeling when we were opening our eyes. What was that?
Ma'am, I'll share mine.
Yeah.
Ma'am, good morning, everybody. Ma'am, I think the session which you conducted last night really had a great impact. Ma'am, I slept with the mindset of gratitude queen, and I think I woke up with that also. It was so powerful, ma'am. I think it was, जैसे कहते हैं ना, it was absorbed in us.
Wonderful.
So when I got up, I was just thanking God for this wonderful day and the bright sunshine, and I was able to wake up early in the morning. I did my yoga, so I am feeling very nice and feeling very happy, and of course thankful to you also, ma'am, for
Wonderful.
making us all gratitude queens.
Queens and the kings.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Everything comes in the right time at the
Yes,
right place.
ma'am, I also wanted to share one thing, ma'am. Yesterday, I many times I saw angel numbers like
Mm.
707. Ma'am, many times the entire day. I don't know what that signifies, but if you can tell what does.
I take them, the meanings we take out from things. So I take out the meaning that these are the cues of God giving us the signs that I'm with you and you're here to excel.
Okay.
Yeah, even that's good, Guruji. Good morning. सांस चल रही है. The number is telling us सांस चल रही है. That's a good one. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely. There is no number which is not good or not angel. I take it like that. If something is showing up, there is some good signal that some miracles is about to reach to me.
Yes, ma'am. I've also become a miracle queen, ma'am. Since I joined you, I am having so many miracles. Every day there's a miracle in my life. So I've become a gratitude queen. I've become a miracle queen. I don't know how many more queens I'll become.
from from where to where? From where you started? Drama
Yes, ma'am.
queen,
Yes, ma'am.
Meena Kumari.
Yes, ma'am.
Now everything is the same, but what has shifted in you is you become grateful.
Yes, ma'am. Very
Wonderful.
true.
You may be grateful before, but then when we do this gratitude consciously, that
Ma'am,
becomes
and
unconscious habit.
ma'am, and more than that, regularly, consistently.
Exactly. So true. The only thing doesn't happen is consistency.
Yes, ma'am.
नहीं गुड
अब तो
मॉर्निंग
मैम
मैम
चाहे रात हो जाए 12 बज जाए 2 बज जाए ग्रेटिट्यूड तो लिख के ही सोना है कुछ भी हो जाए तूफान आ जाए
Wonderful. Yes, Juma, good morning. Very good morning.
गुड
How are you,
मॉर्निंग मैम
how are you feeling after yesterday's session?
एक मिराकल हो गई मैम
Wow.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning,
एक
all.
Very good morning. Very good
एक
morning.
एक मेरी फ्रेंड थी मेरे से 8 इयर्स की सीनियर है तो उन्होंने अक्टूबर महीना में मेरा 1,000 रुपया उधारी लिए थे तो
Hmm.
मैम आपने बोल रहे थे ना कि मत उसको ये मत करो मांगो मत कुछ मत करो तो
Hmm.
ऑटोमेटिकली कल मैं देखी मैसेज में आया है कि उनने मेरे को रिटर्न कर दिया 1,000 रुपया
Wonderful.
थैंक यू
Wonderful.
मैम
That's awareness.
या
Awesome. Yes, Praveen, you were saying something.
We are gratitude queen or king, miracle,
यस
miracle queen or king,
यस मैम
and magician also.
A magician also. So
And
adverbs have become different now.
yes, and one miracle finally took shape yesterday.
Mhm.
When I took a PG accommodation on
Mhm.
December 3rd,
Mhm.
so I found a room with non-attached bathroom
Okay.
because master bedroom attached was occupied,
Okay.
and two government servants were living there. So I thought it will not be vacated. It got
Okay.
vacated, and yesterday I shifted to master bedroom, attached bath and all, and
Wonderful.
it is a bigger also.
Wonderful.
Mm. And this is the view from my room.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. So God is giving you more and more happiness and joy.
Yes. And
Wonderful.
at work I'm getting challenging assignment.
Okay.
को बुला बुला के दे रहे हैं, इसको भी ठीक कर दीजिए, इसको भी ठीक कर दीजिए। जैसा जैसा इस टीम के साथ किया था वैसा इस टीम के साथ भी कर दीजिए।
This is how when we are uh, really, really, giving, when we are giving more, God gives us more to be more profound and more eligible candidate. And that's what I was reading yesterday, na? If we go to the boss and say, what more can I do? So they trust so much in us that automatically everything starts expanding bigger and bigger.
And a
One.
positive field is created, a positive cocoon is created, which is attracting so many things in it.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful.
Positive magnetic field.
That's amazing, and so grateful to you for being a magnet to all these miracles.
Yes.
Good good morning,
Thank you
ma'am.
very
Very
much.
good morning, Dimpy. Very good
Good
morning.
morning.
Very good morning. All right. So I was asking, what was your feeling today when you were about to open your eyes? Some have shared, some needs to share.
Ma'am, I was full of gratitude, ma'am, because I'm the gratitude queen.
Queen. So it's ingrained in your mind, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Plasticity is done.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Thank you to you, ma'am.
love you. Thank you for adapting. You know what? When you change your status symbol, then universe has no other way to make you what you're saying. That's why the words are very powerful.
Yes, ma'am.
That the moment you change the identity, the meaning change. And the moment the meaning changes, you feel so abundant.
True, ma'am. True, ma'am.
And will you
Ma'am,
give
very,
me
very true, ma'am. Very, very true. It's like absorbed in our blood. That is what happened last night, ma'am.
exactly? And honestly speaking, when I was not named myself, like very ordinary person or people who will come in my life, the way they saw me, I told you one of my friend, he's from Toronto. He says me, you are a hell lot of positive.
Yes, ma'am. That's true, ma'am.
And okay, Sapna, I'll just tell you, thank you for joining. And this kind of title was given to me from my loved ones. They call me gratitude queen. And
Ma'am,
then
it shows in your aura, ma'am. It
yes,
shows.
yes. Good morning, Priyanka. Sapna, I can't tell you how to fill your card here. If you can give me a call, we can decide that. Is that okay? Because it's a personalized card. It's not,
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
you can call me around 10:30 or 11
Okay, okay, okay.
and I'll give you the clarity. Here we are reading book called Goals by Brian Tracy, wherein we learn how to achieve our goals in 2025. So this was the first book we started reading in this year starting. And you can go to the recordings and learn from the book. It's a very, very profound book. And it has got so many tools and techniques to transform your mind to connect to the abundance of the universe. I promise you, if you follow this for 1 year, because this book has so much, you cannot eat the frog in a day. Is that right, everyone? Eat the elephant in a day.
Yes, ma'am.
So make sure if you're really looker to big achievements, it's an ultimate book for goals. Though people are distracting from this book and not liking it, doesn't matter, because I don't leave things in between. What I start, I finish. So after finishing this, we have decided the next book, which is very, very small, Skill with People. Who said that? Asha said that she shared the PDF. I'll find, I don't know where has she shared that. So after that, we will be reading this. But from March, there is something new cooking up in my mind. Let's see. Probably I'll let you know before the end of the month what book I'm going to read to you. I had bought 2 books, but I'm not even reading them because I see that you people are struggling from the beginning. So from where I learned from the beginning, I think I'll be bringing that in so that you can make use of a reading and make your life transform from miseries to miracles. I don't call miseries wherever you are. You may be very happy and satisfied. Good luck. And I'm very happy and glad and grateful to the universe for all the abundance you're enjoying. But if you want to become extraordinary, most of the people who are here, leaving few, are very consistent coming every day in our free session. And this is so powerful that it has the potential to get you all that you want in this 1 year. If you're committed for 365 days, even from today onward, your 365 days start from the day you start. Is that true? Does it matter if the year ends and the new year becomes, nothing changes. Only your mindset changes to do something bigger. But by the first month, you drop all that enthusiasm and you go back to your normal situation. Is that true? But when you have a coach in your life, what happens? Coach handholds you and take you to, slide on to the story of your journey, which can be most prosperous. If you are sincere and honest, can you give me a reply? Who all are struggling in life? Definitely, Rachna. Who all are struggling in life? Okay, if I ask the wrong question, who all are happiest in the life? Tricky question. Okay, Geeta, your mic is closed and your hand is not raised.
Sorry, ma'am. Every day is a happy day when we see you, ma'am.
Thank you. That's a different story. But
No, it's not a different story, ma'am. It's saying it's morning only you are winding up and evening again. So the full day is going and then when you sleep, the subconscious goes whatever we learned full day.
yeah,
So
yeah.
morning it is what do you call? Again we become a blooming day for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love. But my question remains the same. Thank you, Gunisha. God bless you. But my question is the same again. Are you struggling in your life? Are you happiest? Not even happy.
Can't say very happiest, but it's a happy, ma'am.
You are a student, so for you, you say that builds up my courage to keep going on the path where I am. Why am I asking this question? Because at times, thank you, Rachna. At times, what happens is that we are okay with the casual living of life. But if you're here, you're not an ordinary person. Trust me, you all are extraordinary and you're looker. The way I was looker. And I will remain the looker all my life. till I die. Why? Our soul is seeking. Our soul is a seeker. We have many lives. We have lived, and we don't know how many lives we're going to live. When are we going to attain the Buddha life, like Narendraji said? We have no idea. You remember one day Narendraji said that? So that Buddha life is right now, right here. But that seeking keeps going on, and there's nothing wrong. We are here for the highest good. And now, whatever the age you are, you're not even aware what is your highest good. And when you don't know what's your highest good, what you have to keep on doing? Climbing the ladder of your evolution. Not to become extraordinary. We are extraordinary. We need to refine ourselves. The meaning is the same, but that refining is giving us troubles and we are coming out of those troubles. Let's say if somebody is struggling in money, so that's their struggle. Somebody is struggling in relationship, that's their struggle. But we are not those people who are all the time cribbing and complaining. Is that right? So when we stop cribbing and complaining, we become extraordinary. Because when we start cribbing and complaining, we start blaming also. You know, एक चीज आती है, 10 चीज साथ लेके आती है. Is that true? Show me thumbs up.
True, ma'am.
So how many have transformed from complaining to gratitude? So that transition and that transformation is giving you what? Give me one word, everybody in the chat window. That transformation today is giving you what? The journey is gratitude, joy, satisfaction, peace, love, happiness, wonderful, happy-go-lucky, beautiful, Renu. You see, the moment you started with gratitude, your vocabulary has changed. Is that true? Yes, Purnima, very true. So are you seeing that your happiness from nowhere has come so much in your life and you're become more and more grateful? And when I see the joy, people sharing their miracles, when I see them transforming in our evening sessions, it gives me so much peace. It has many purposes it's solving to me. One is making me fulfilling. You know what is fulfilling? That you were shown a path, that you've come here on the earth to do something with life, being an extraordinary, and pass it on to others. Thank you, Dimpy. Because, as Dimpy said, happiness, it gives some satisfaction, contentment, that what God has given us, we are distributing. We are sharing so that we all become magnet to a miraculous life. So with that, I have a question for everybody who don't have miracle diary.
I don't have.
You don't have. Take any diary because I can't send it to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Correct.
Because
I'm just simple notebook like this and
that's
writing.
but start writing.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with this miracle diary, even something bigger, probably from 1st March, which has just came an idea in the morning. but get ready every day for more miraculous life. Make sense? And I'm so glad so many of you have transformed. But I have one ask today. What is that ask? Make your reels, especially coming from IWW, who have got rewards, because then, Renu, we can really expand our hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Because in that group, people are lookers. You know, when we do some courses, when we are expert in something, if we don't get the rewards of it, we are struggling. Is that true?
Yes.
And Renu, your journey from before me to today, you should give a description.
Sure, ma'am. Definitely. Yeah.
So this ask is not for me to get popular. Don't take me wrong. With me, appreciations float with me wherever I go. Appreciations float with me. Yesterday night, my mom called up at 9:30, 10, and she says to me, I'm so lucky to have you. It gave me tears of joy. मेरे सब काम यूनिवर्स कर देता है, मुझे कुछ करना ही नहीं पड़ता. I have to simply be who I am, without expectation, without cribbing, without complaining. And everything becomes on a platter.
You deserve it, ma'am, every bit of it.
Thank you so much. But I was deserving when you all became my strength. And have you seen, Dimpy, whatever I touch turns into gold, even for the birthday party?
Yeah, ma'am, absolutely.
The moment I take up the task,
Yes, ma'am. How
you
it
just
happens?
make me all over.
Yes, ma'am.
I've not tried. I may get 50 people collected.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. That's how I want to show you that you all are capable of not even reaching where I am, much beyond me. So don't waste your time in unnecessary things. Always think what miracle is happening in my life and what gratitude I can pay for it. And when people say no miracle, I find them, what can I say? I find them totally unbalanced. Why? Because every breath is a miracle. But if we don't realize the value of it, our life is going like an ordinary person. Yes, good morning, Niti. So make sure, how many miracles for achievers meet are we ready? We are starting from 1 now. I know, Dimpy, you've created almost 340 before, and many of you. But from the day I started, yes. Your mic is closed, Dimpy.
Ma'am, I had created 407 earlier.
God, my God.
And ma'am, since Feb, it's 25 I've done, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So why I'm asking her the number? Our achievers meet makes them eligible for rewards if they count their miracles. And as you know, that we'll be having this meeting online and offline, both. And you can be achiever even if you are sitting away our city, country, like Simple is from Singapore. You understand? So make sure, be on the track. Be on the achiever side. Don't self-sabotage yourself by saying, "Maine likhti, maine likhta, I'm not making a diary." This has the secret to transform your life. Don't you want to? Kunisha, what about you? How many?
I'm 200.
Wow. From 1st February. No, we are counting from 1st February.
Okay, ma'am, I
Okay.
started from 1st Jan actually.
So the Jan ones, remove them.
Okay.
Start
Then,
counting
ma'am,
from 1st February. Then only you are in the queue.
yeah, ma'am, then 50.
50. Wonderful. Wonderful. This time I'm going to read all your miracles in the miracle in the Achievers Meet. So make sure you are serious.
वहां रीड करोगे तो सारा दिन वही निकल जाएगा.
नहीं, मैं सिर्फ विनर्स का रीड करूंगी.
Yeah, true, Narinder ji.
No, 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 no. Listen to me. I'm not going to read everyone's. I'm only going to read whose number is the highest. Then I'll choose the real one. Why I'm going to read is to find the real one. We don't have to count numbers without thinking. We just have to see who is genuinely the winner. Does that make sense? Number ki hod mein. And
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
this will apply to people who are even not joining, but joining online. Like they are not physically joining, but they are joining online. This competition is for each one of you. But it needs proof. Like I was so glad I was given an award on people's consent. Like they were to choose me. It was a very tough thing, Renu, right? You were not to vote yourself.
Yes, ma'am. True.
And that also on 1%. I found the other girl who was competing me with 1%. I said, this reward is yours, not mine. Okay, Deepti, we welcome you. We are reading book called Goals by Brian Tracy. But we are on chapter today 12 or 11? 12. You can listen to the recordings and go to the other learnings of, book reading sessions also from YouTube. We are posting all free of cost and making it available on the YouTube. You can listen them as many times as possible. And you can be a master in setting goals and achieving them. पढ़ने वाले लोगों बताओ अपना फीडबैक कैसी रही आपकी बुक्स जर्नी.
Ma'am, it's been very nice. We've learned many things, ma'am, and basically how we should really organize our timings and our life, ma'am.
Exactly. So everybody will learn from their perspective. What about others? You will see the same books and different people will say different things. Because that was their soul to learn. Yes, Rachna, very true. Clarity in goals.
Ma'am, for me, it's like clarity of goals and how to move forward with the clarity of goal and achieve the miracles in the life.
Oh, yes. Makes a lot of difference.
Ma'am, this book, is quite a practical approach.
Yeah.
We may be thinking so many things, but once we set a goal, how to achieve it? There are small, small things which, I think we ignored or it never came in our mind.
We didn't know it.
But after reading, it looks at, we knew it, all these things before also.
Definitely.
But practically, we haven't used this thing to achieving these goals.
So
and he has done it. It is very, very simplified way also.
Very magical.
That is very important.
Yeah.
And that my granddaughter, she read it in a week. She completed the whole book.
Yeah, you can easily complete it. Reading is not difficult.
It's quite simple also. And I told her, then mark for me. She marked so many things with a green pen.
Wonderful. Actually, you are a person who is very systematic. When you will read, you will make your own system, you will take up your points, what you have to follow, and then it will take you an year to absorb all that you want to. Yes, Gunisha, definitely.
And madam,
Awareness. Yes.
the reading book will only improve the knowledge inventory, but the way you have read, uh, you have made us understood and inspired us to implement the same.
Yeah,
And once we understand, implement, and get the positive results,
exactly.
it becomes part of our personality. It becomes part of our wisdom, and wisdom never dies.
So true. It goes with you. It goes with your soul. You carry only that with you.
And it remains with us whole life, every day, every time.
No, all lives, not life. All lives. It travels with you. All lives. How we become. You'll find you have 2 children, 3 children. You will find one very, very educated, very, very knowledgeable, and one dumb. Nothing wrong with both of them. That is what they have been carrying with them from their past lives. Your mic is not open, Niti. You can't open? I gave you the permission.
No, ma'am, it's okay. I was listening.
Okay, I thought you're speaking something.
Thanks.
All right. Definitely, Gunisha, it makes us aware. And when you are aware, everything, when you watchfully watch, you find that there's nothing wrong outside. You only have to correct your own self. And more you work on yourself, more you tame yourself, tame your soul. That is how the evolution happens. Got it? So that's nice. You see, every person must have had different experience reading this book. So that is why, remember one thing. When we are a family, even in your real family, this is a virtual family, you have a real family back home. When somebody says something and you don't like it, remember this is their perception. That's their perspective. Everybody chooses from their perspective. And everybody is right. But if your opinion is other way around, you have a different opinion, it doesn't mean you are right and the other person is wrong. That's how our relationships, our bondings break or attach and we become the strength. Very powerful, very profound. If you implement this, I'm sure you will see the transformation in your life. What we think always, the parents think only they are right, the children are wrong. And when it comes to children, they always think the parents are wrong and we are right. So what you're giving, you're getting. If you're respecting the other person's perspective, definitely they will respect you because that's in you. But if you're disrespecting others' opinions and others' behaviors and others' perspectives, definitely you will get back the same. Are you getting me? Is that clear? So think from other person's perspective. This is a learnable skill. I also learned it. पहले तो मुझे यही लगता था कि मैं ही सही कह रही हूँ, बाकी सब गलत कह रहे हैं. Who all think that way? Excellent. जिस दिन हमने ये सोच लिया मुझको कुछ नहीं आता, उस दिन एवोल्यूशन होगा. That humbleness is needed. Not becoming master enough that मुझे ही पता है. जिस दिन ये छोड़ दिया बहुत चीजें बेटर हो जाएंगी, relationships will improve and everything will get back to its place and you will see a miraculous life. All right, now time to read our prayer so that we can read our chapter. Today is Friday. Be aware we will be looking for some task universe is guiding us to do. All right, a daily prayer for divine blessings.
Ma'am, I have one query.
Bolo.
Ma'am, you said मुझे कुछ नहीं आता, वो focus करके हम आगे बढ़े. But then मुझे कुछ नहीं आता won't be that limiting belief?
Not at all. It's again your perception. You're perceiving from your understanding. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता का मतलब सिर्फ इतना है यहाँ पे. We keep giving meanings to the words. मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जिस दिन हम एरोगेंट हो जाते हैं ना, मुझे सब कुछ आता है, मैं उसका ऑपोजिट बता रही हूँ.
Yeah, ma'am.
So it's not going to make you believe that.
Okay.
You that limiting belief. It will only say that I need to learn more. So I get this meaning. You get that meaning. You're right from your understanding. I'm right from my understanding. And at times, the speaker, what I'm speaking, maybe delivery is not right from where you perceived that. Like
Yeah.
I said in a manner which makes you to say that, nothing wrong. You're right from your perspective. But at the same time, मुझे बहुत कुछ आता है, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. उसका opposite ऐसे ही बोला जाता है. Because when we literally use this meaning, that means that I'm humble.
Yeah, we are grounded. We are not having any attitude and all.
Exactly.
Yeah, ma'am.
तभी आएगा grounded, तभी feel करोगे जब आप कहोगे कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. I need to learn all my life.
Right.
Ma'am, I have also one question. Like,
Yeah, please.
how to come out from self-guilt?
Self-guilt.
Like, this is because of me.
Yeah, you will do all that in the evening sessions when we are healing you, okay? This particular topic I'll take up and I'll remove that. You yourself cannot come out of it. This guilt, this guilt you may be carrying from many lives. So to
This
dissolve
guilt,
it,
I realized last 6-7 years. Yeah.
No. 6-7 years तो आप इसके लिए aware हुए.
Yeah.
But our guilts, our emotions keep lying in our soul from lives to lives to lives to lives to lives.
Okay.
That is why I say what we are learning here is a soul journey learning for evolution. Imagine if this life, I remove your guilt, next life will come, there will be no guilt. How will you excel in your life?
Yes.
So what we are teaching is really not ordinary.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my this life's misery started at 1980. Not 2000, 1980. My misery started 1980. So those miseries made me understand what I was carrying from past life and attracted in this life. We all do that. But then I started working on it, dissolving on it. First, I created miseries. I was a magnet to them by not knowing how to handle things. I took the responsibility.
Yeah, I took that responsibility in the guilt way, not like,
Okay,
yes,
we all do that. Don't worry, we still do that. Even after knowing it, even after cleaning it. That's why healing is needed every day, like brushing our teeth. Gratitude is needed every day. These are called excelling lifestyle. Excelling. You understand? So it's never ending, this learning. I will remove your guilt, you will give me some other emotion because they are lying there. That's why you're a magnet to them, and that's why they're not dissolving. When they're not dissolving, you're living with them.
Yeah, ma'am. I have two things which is like too much integrated in me.
Trust
I
me,
tried so much
when I was
to
in
come
guilt,
out.
yeah, I made so many mistakes being in guilt.
Yeah,
Because
it's happening.
yeah. So remember one thing only, emotions are all lies.
Yeah, yeah. I
When,
heard that.
when they're
But
lies,
it's not, it's, I know that just now you said in the books, and ma'am said, we all know that. But
yeah,
practically while doing this consciously,
you can't do yourself.
yeah,
You need an expert. And I say that a coach.
yeah,
And I'm blessed to be a coach who is just madly giving and giving and giving. So absorb as much as you can. What I'm speaking, I'm not speaking. I'm being used as an instrument to give you solace, happiness, joy, love, care. You understand? So I've been used as an instrument. And that kind of generosity comes to you, then you remove yourself. मैं कर रही हूं, मैं कर रही हूं, मैं कर रही हूं, तो काफी गिल्ट वैसे भी चला जाएगा. देखते हैं, ये अभी बहुत देर रहेगा, बिकॉज ये आपका कंपेनियन है बहुत सालों से, तो उतने साल तो उतने महीने तो उसको जाने में लग सकते हैं.
yeah, correct.
It's deeply rooted. We'll definitely work on it and get the solutions. All right. A daily prayer for divine blessings. Beloved Divine Father, Mother, let your divine light fill my mind with wisdom and discernment. Let your divine love fill my heart with sweetness, warmness, and compassion for all. Let your divine power fill me with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome actions and behaviors. Beloved Divine Mother, gaze upon me, your beloved child, with mercy, love, kindness, and abundance, for thou art all compassionate. Take a deep breath. Thank you for your protection and thank you for your love. Now is the time for forgiveness. Remember one name. Even if it is you.
Yes,
Example,
it's always me.
yes. Remember that person who's troubling you the most. It can be you're self-sabotaging yourself. Right now, you remove yourself out of you and imagine with all the self-sabotaging doubts, you are standing in front of you. And if you are wanting to dissolve some karmic account with somebody else, remember the name of that person and imagine that person is right in front of you. Look into the eyes of that person and say, Atma, Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. We are all children of Supreme God. We all make mistakes. We are all evolving. I forgive you and seek for your forgiveness at all levels. Go in peace. May you be blessed with good health, happiness, prosperity, and spirituality. Take a deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Rub this forgiveness energy in your hands. Rub it hard, 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 harder. and put it on the place where you're feeling uncomfortable. For example, simple, where you're feeling guilt, put it there. Put that hand there, wherever you're feeling in your body, and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And slowly open your eyes and be grateful that you got a solution for your problem, and live with that today. Whenever you feel like feeling guilt, say, I'm sorry, my guilt. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Yes.
All right. So are we on the chapter associate with the right people? And we are on the topic give of yourself. A rule says the more you give of yourself with no expectations of return, the more that will come back to you from the most unexpected sources. You know, these kind of lines, this is a highlighted line. So whenever these type of lines you read, you don't need to mug them up. You don't need to memorize them. You feed them in your soul. And when I'm reading it today, after maybe 20 years, and I'm seeing that I've become that giver. Though I was a giver soul from day one, I was born. But the more you give of yourself with no expectations of return, the more that will come back to you from the most unexpected sources. I don't know when
Madam, I'm lost the page.
you've lost the page. Anybody reading? You
Page
can
number 190.
190.
190.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's so powerful. This line is so powerful. And now when I'm reading, I don't know when I became this, how I became this. But I find myself a real set example for this. The more you give of yourself with no expectations, I'm so much without expectation, you can't even believe. What I expect, your transformation. What I expect, you become miraculous. What I expect, create more miracles and write them in your diary. Are these expectations wrong? There's nothing wrong or right in it because I'm a giving soul and I'm becoming that. So the more that will come back to you from the most unexpected sources. So Dimpy had been live example. She's getting even money from unexpected sources. Is that right, Dimpy?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you
Very.
understand. Wonderful. So no effort that you make to expand your contacts will ever be completely lost. Like seeds, various contacts have different periods of germination. Some will yield results immediately, and some will not yield results for many months or even years. You must be prepared to be patient. Dr. David McClellan of Harvard University researched the qualities and characteristics of high achievers in our society. What he found was that your choice of a reference group, the people with whom you habitually associate, was more important in determining your success or failure than any other single factor. As Zig Ziglar says, if you want to fly with the eagles, you can continue to scratch with the turkeys. Get around the right people. Make it a point to associate with the kind of people that you like, admire, respect, and want to be like sometime in the future. Associate with the kind of people that you look up to and would be proud to introduce to your friends and associates. The choice of a positive, goal-oriented reference group can do more to supercharge your career than any other factor. Fly with the eagles. There are countless examples where a person working at an average job, getting average results, and earning average pay has changed positions and gone to work with a highly progressive company, in a few weeks, that person's attitude has completely changed. By continued association with optimistic, result oriented, go ahead people, the previously average individual begins to perform at an extraordinary level. This is why almost every major change in your life will be associated with a change in the people you live or work with. The most important thing in life I've understood and I've learned from my experiences, when you associate with right people. But how can you associate with right people is a question. First, be the right person. Then you will attract the right associates. You can see all of us were coming from different backgrounds and with different troubles. But you are the same person, you are living in the same world, in the same environment, but there's a big change in you because you changed your association. Is that true?
Ma'am? But ma'am, then in life there we come across all different kinds of people.
So we attract people of our kind only, but we don't understand we have the same thing in us.
Okay, ma'am.
We have something in us which makes us to attract those people. That's point one. And that point two is that those people we are attracting are our karmic accounts also. What we have given them in the past life, they are coming here and paying us back in this life. But definitely, you are the same person, Dimpy. Today, the situations are same, but you've rise above the level.
Yes, ma'am. My attitude towards things have changed, towards people it has changed. I mean, in all spheres, I would say, ma'am, it's changed.
Because you changed.
Yes, ma'am.
You
And
understand?
madam,
Yeah.
coming back to your point, you will attract the same kind of people. Whenever I have thought of good things, I have attracted good people.
Exactly.
Whenever my mind has thought of doing some wrong thing, वो गलती करवाने वाले मेरे सामने आके खड़े हो गए.
Because that was in you, na? That is why Dr. D. Martini का जो breakthrough experience मैंने किया था, that was all on values. We knowingly or unknowingly not understanding what these values are, but definitely we are born with some values and we need to correct some values where we are wrong. But that will only happen with the association of the people of the same kind. But if you don't go out of the comfort zone and you think you are very smart, there lies the problem. I know all. Biggest challenge of people. They're limiting themselves. So when we are open here, when we are learning together, is that I say that I know all? I always say I don't know much. I need to know much. But definitely I know a lot because I've worked more on my miseries, more on myself, rather than I'm working on others. I've changed. I was like you. But I've changed that. That's how everything has changed in my life. So fly
And the
with
morning,
eagles.
just
Yes.
one point, madam. The morning prayer says, refrain me from unwholesome acts
and behaviors.
behaviors. कुछ भी माइंड में आता है, माइंड कहता है नो ये अनहोलसम है, नहीं करने का, ये अनहोलसम है, ये अनहोलसम है ना.
Yes.
Like it will be anything. थोड़ा सा भी डेविएट हुआ, no no no, don't do this, don't think this is unwholesome.
That's called awareness. So that's why these prayers, these words are very powerful. I've not written this prayer. I've got from my guru, right? I've got it from them and I'm reading it for you. But everyday reading is like hammering your brain every day. That hammering has made us to chisel and we are coming out like a diamond of solitaire. Dimpy wants to say something.
Ma'am, and by saying thank you every time, ma'am. Now, one is when one is walking, you are thanking the trees, you are thanking the birds, you are thanking the sun. I was sitting in the sun yesterday, and ma'am, thanking the sunshine. I'm so lucky to be enjoying the sunshine. So it's like, ma'am, totally the thought process has changed.
Transformed.
Yes, ma'am, and these things were earlier there, but
Ah,
never knew that we were supposed to. I mean, this is also a big blessing in our life.
exactly. Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, like there are countries, like my son, he tells me in Germany, they hardly get to see the sun. So this is
Exactly.
a big thing. I mean, if we value it, it's a lot, and if we don't, it's nothing.
Exactly.
True.
Good realizations. Thank you for sharing. Fly with the eagles. There are countless examples where a person working at an average job, getting average results, and earning average pay has changed positions and gone to work with a highly progressive company. In a few weeks, that person's attitude has completely changed. By continued association with optimistic, result oriented, go ahead people, the previously average individual begins to perform at extraordinary levels. This is why almost every major change in your life will be associated with a change in the people you live or work with. The turning points, at every turning point in your life, someone is usually standing there guiding you in one direction or another, opening or closing a door for you or helping you in some way. Baden, Baron de Rothschild once wrote, make no useless acquaintances. Make no useless acquaintances. If you are really serious about being the best and moving to the top of your field, you cannot afford to spend your time with people who are going nowhere in their lives, no matter how nice they are. In this sense, you must be selfish with regard to yourself and your future ambitions. You must set high standards for your friends and associates and refuse to compromise. Will you believe it? I want to share you one experience here. I meet so many people. Is that true? I connect so many people. But I see people who are not vibrating on my frequency, lower or above. Above, I love them and I be with them. Lower, they keep getting out of my life. रास्ता clear नहीं हो जाता. They keep getting out of my life, whosoever they are. Because the frequency is not matching. People who are lower my frequency, nothing wrong. I'm not discouraging them. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. But when the frequency doesn't match, we cannot stay with them. Either we are out or they are out. Though I keep missing them, but there's no solution because our frequency doesn't match. So many people get into bad relationships and from useless friendships early in their careers. This is normal and natural. Nothing is wrong with making mistakes, especially if you are young and inexperienced. But if it is unforgivable, but it is unforgivable to continue to stay in a situation that is holding you back from realizing your full potential. It is unforgivable. It's very powerful too. I'll read it again for you. It is unforgivable to continue to stay in a situation that is holding you back from realizing your full potential. So, how many people are making this mistake? It's countless. Nothing wrong. Your choice. And your choice of the people you associate with will have more of an impact on what you become than any other single factor. So, your most important relationships, the third category of people whose help and cooperation you will require are your family and friends. As Benjamin Disraeli said, no success in public life can compensate for failure in the home. Bia, don't do. No, no. No success in public life can compensate for failure in the home. You must write it down. It's very profound. You may not understand it in one go. It is vital that you invest all the time and emotion necessary to build and maintain a high quality home life. When your family life is solid and secure, characterized by warm, loving relationships, you will do better in everything else in the outer world. But if something goes wrong with your home life because of inattention or neglect, it will soon affect your results at work in a negative way. So, problems at home distract your attention and drain your energy. They can often sabotage your career. Deliberate extremes. If you have to work very hard to get started in your field, be sure that you discuss and explain this clearly to the people in your family. Throughout your career, you will be required to go to deliberate extremes. You will have to work long hours and often many days without breaks or vacations in order to take advantage of an opportunity or to complete a project. Be sure that you discuss these deliberate extremes in advance with the members of your family so that they understand what is happening and why you are doing it. Arrange to compensate them afterwards by taking time off or going away on family vacations. Keep your life in balance. Become a relationship expert. Once you have decided upon the people, groups, and organization whose help and cooperation you will need to achieve your goals, resolve to become a relationship expert. Always treat people with kindness, courtesy, and compensation and compassion. Practice the golden rule. Write it down. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Above all, the simplest strategy is to treat everyone you meet at home or work like $1 million customer. Very powerful strategy. Treat other people as though they are the most important people in the world. Treat them as though they were capable of buying $1 million worth of your product or services. Every day in every way, look for ways to lighten the load and help other people to do their jobs better and live their lives more easily. This will build up a great reservoir of positive feeling toward you that will come back to benefit you year after year. So, what are the important learnings of associate with the right people is make a list of the most important people in your work and business life. Develop a plan to help each person in some way. Make a list of the most important people in your personal life. Determine the kind of relationships you want to have with them and what you will have to do to achieve them. Identify the groups and organizations in your community and your field that would be helpful to you to join. Phone today and arrange to attend the next meeting. Make a list of the top people in your community or in your field and make a plan to get to know them personally. Look for every opportunity to expand your social and business circle. Send people letters, cards, faxes, and emails, and build bridges at every opportunity. What an important chapter. Each line in this book is so empowering. So, what task we should make it today for 2 days? We should make a list of the most important people in our work and business life and develop a plan to help each person in some way. You can make a list of some most important people in your personal life. Determine the kind of relationships you want to have with them and what will you have to do to achieve them. Identify the groups and organization in your community and you feel that would be helpful to you to join, and phone today and arrange to attend the next meeting. And make a list of the top people in your community or in your field and make a plan to get to know them personally. And look for every opportunity to expand. Very important tasks are given in the summary. You know, when you read a chapter and when you do this task, the learning goes deeper. And then it's continued to the next page, the next chapter, which is 13, make a plan of action. So if you don't work, you're just reading the book. And especially some people who are learning and not sharing anything, they are at higher risk of forgetting everything. And when they don't even have a gratitude for it, they are like being mum, not expressing what they're learning. They're not givers. And when you're not giver, will you get that? It's an open invitation we are reading together, and it's a brainstorming session. Trust me, it was never the learning I learned helped me. It was only the learning I implemented in my life and showed the world that this is how it works had brought me where I am today. If you're miser in giving your emotions to somebody, if you're miser to give your feedbacks, what you're learning, you're miser. So trust me, if you're just learning, if you're using and getting results, you are the misest. You're not sharing. If you can't give feedbacks, because your feedbacks, people are going to learn out of it. It's not for me. Of course, I will learn myself. I learn from children. I learn from everyone. At times in the class, we find those people dumb. Do we? Who don't interact? And in the front row, people are always the toppers everywhere they go. Is that true? Because they have the courage to speak out their emotions. They have the courage of sharing their learnings. They have the courage of sharing their miracles. They have the courage of inspiring others. I will keep on reading. I will keep on doing. But if you'll keep on sleeping like a giant, you're harming yourself, not me. Why am I inspiring and instigating you? Wake up. When will you wake up? Come out this hibernation. I'm shaking your soul and shackling all you're holding. But don't be that गीली लकड़ी जिस पे कुछ असर नहीं होता. Is there any harm to me? Anyways? No way. Yes, Shanti, what do you want to say?
I had a miracle. After a long time, I got my 5,000 rupees.
Wonderful. Because you don't have a miracle diary. Is that right?
Yeah, I am writing.
Tell me how many have you written? Show me your diary. I believe in looking at that. I don't believe in.
I've taken come. I have not kept it near me.
I'll give you
Actually,
time.
every day I don't join because I have to go to school. Na? Today I was free. That's why. Today my annual day is there in the evening.
Okay.
Otherwise, I listen. I don't join in the morning. YouTube, I listen.
Okay, but you have a YouTube where you learn, you can post it there.
Oh, sure.
Be a giver, not a getter. That greed of learning will only be.
I have written the gratitude Our WhatsApp group is there, in that I put that.
Sorry?
The WhatsApp group, the gratitude
Do
group
it
is there. No, I
anywhere.
have
Do
written.
it anywhere. Do it
I have
anywhere.
written over there.
Yeah, I've given you a task and I've asked you to make your videos, what you have learned with what I'm giving you. You are going to inspire millions. And it's not going to benefit me. Definitely, it's going to benefit me. It'll benefit me, definitely, but it'll benefit you too. Be that big-hearted. You know, your heart doesn't open if you're so squeezed. If you're not giving, your heart is not bigger. And the moment your heart opens, that heart chakra opens, you don't know what you're going to get. I go each person and tell them what's good in you. What it'll make me. Am I making my lovers? No, not at all. I like them and I say it to them. As I always say, I'm thankful to each one of you for joining every day. You are feeding my passion. पर मैं यहाँ नहीं होंगी तो मैं कुछ और कर रही होंगी. मेरी soul तो is right on track with blinkers on and focused. मुझे आज इधर उधर दिखाई नहीं देता.
Ma'am, you're uplifting our lives also. So many souls, ma'am. I mean, what we were and what we are today, it's all because of you, ma'am.
I'm sure, but then more than you guys, it's uplifting me.
When I have purchased the book, Goals book I have purchased, and I'm reading that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Ma'am, I want to share one miracle. I put it in the message.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday I got one part-time job.
Wonderful.
Yes, they have two schools.
Mm-hmm.
They have given me their full accounting work.
Mm-hmm. 3 years.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're right.
Congratulations.
Yes, big congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Neelam.
Thank you.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम.
Hey, good morning, Neelam.
बहुत टाइम हो गया मैम, 1 महीने के बाद ज्वाइन किया मैंने आपको.
Yes, hibernation से जागे.
नहीं मैम, मम्मी पापा आए हुए थे घर पे.
मालूम है.
यस मैम, तो अभी वो लोग चले गए तो अभी ज्वाइन किया. और मैंने बहुत सारे गिफ्ट्स रिसीव किए. मैंने मनी रिसीव किया, मैंने गोल्ड रिसीव किया.
वंडरफुल.
थैंक यू मैम. आप ग्रेटिट्यूड इतनी अच्छी चीज है ना, मम्मी पापा को ग्रेटिट्यूड देते थे हमेशा से, तो वो इतना सब कुछ हमारे लिए करके गए. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
मजा आ गया. So no wonder I say gratitude is the master key. Now you understand the value.
नीलम, आज आप बहुत सुंदर लग रहे हो.
She always looks pretty.
आपको मैं हमेशा सुंदर लगती हूँ.
She has a beautiful heart, Dimpy. So she loves everyone.
Yes, she is my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Ma'am, see how many relationships I've made, no, in us.
That's why we are a family.
Yes, ma'am, we are a family.
Wonderful. Thank you for making this family so beautiful, full of miracles.
नीलम, बच्चे कहाँ पे हैं?
बच्चे यही है मैम. एक्चुअली में उनके एग्जाम चल रहे हैं दीदी. तो थोड़ा वो पढ़ाई उनको रात को बहुत देर तक पढ़ते हैं, तो सुबह जल्दी नहीं उठाती मैं. 8 बजे उठते हैं.
Okay.
That's okay.
और मेरे हस्बैंड अभी मम्मी के पास गए हैं.
अच्छा, तभी नहीं आ रहे इतने दिन से ना.
नहीं, वो हाँ, थोड़ा वहाँ पे उनको इशू है, थोड़ा नेटवर्क का भी इशू है, थोड़ा उनको वहाँ पे वाईफाई नहीं है ना, तो इसलिए क्लास ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं.
हम लोग मिस कर रहे थे आपको, बिकॉज आपकी पूरी आती थी ना, तो बहुत अच्छा लगता था.
यस. तो अभी वो आने के बाद
This morning I thought of asking madam what happened to the Vikas family, madam not sick.
Yes.
तो आशा जी बनी, I was thinking कि मैं फोन नंबर लेके फोन करूंगी कि आप लोग आ क्यों नहीं रहे, का ध्यान आ रहा है. That is not been coming also.
मैंने आज ही पूछा उनको, मैंने कहा आप क्लास ही ज्वाइन करोगे? कह रहे तुझे मालूम है ना मेरे पास यहाँ पे नेट नहीं है, मैं क्लासेस ज्वाइन करूंगा फिर पूरा दिन नेट नहीं मिल पाएगा अगर, क्योंकि वो जूम मीटिंग में सब चले जाता है.
Okay, no worries. Okay, all right. everything is connected to the time. When everything is connected to the time, then everything falls in place by itself.
Yes, ma'am, but we miss the people who'd been coming, no?
I
Like
know that.
to
I know.
ask them if everything is okay with them,
Definitely.
ma'am. So it's
Definitely.
just that.
Yeah, yeah. And Neelam was coming, but she was, I think, unable to open a camera and share anything. Yes, Dimpy is very nice, and Dimple is sharing something. And Dimple, they are writing you in place of Dimpy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
She's a
Thank you.
soul. Yes. All right. With that, we come to an end. So the task of the summary, if you do, it has the power to transform you. So I inspire you to do that because the learnings will go deeper. And if anybody wants the summary page picture, you can ask for it and we can give it to you and do it. It's very empowering. Yes,
So,
Renu,
ma'am,
something?
ma'am, basically, ma'am, we are going to be writing a list of important people in our life
Yeah.
and how we will work to have better relationship with them.
Yes.
Right, ma'am.
Especially when you try with the relationship which are not working, it'll be
Okay.
more better learning.
Right.
Because this life is only to cut our karmic account with those people. So even if one does, the other one doesn't reciprocate, doesn't matter. But you finish that karmic account from your side. Okay? You
Yes, ma'am.
you
Yes, ma'am.
do own it, na, by forgiving.
Yes, ma'am.
There'll be disassociation. So when that karmic account is on the disassociation from one side, तो दूसरा कहाँ खड़ा होएगा? ताली दो हाथ से बजनी है ना? तो दो हाथ मिलेंगे तो ही बजेगी. बट जब डिसएसोसिएट करते हैं ना, तो उसको कोई रखने की जगह नहीं मिलती. जैसे सोचो कपड़े सूखने डाल रहे हैं एक तार पे, उसके एक एंड पे तो जुड़ा हुआ है, दूसरे एंड पे नहीं जुड़ा हुआ, तो क्या हम वो कपड़े सूखने डाल सकते हैं?
Yes, ma'am. We can't do it.
Same with the relation. If you forgive, that bonding will break, which is negative. And when that negative bonding breaks, then one will stand themselves. We have nothing to do with it.
Right,
From
ma'am.
our end, we'll finish it. So this was not the learning when I read this book. It is for me to understand more that I need to work on any karmic account if left anywhere comes in, how I can break that. Very
Yes.
powerful lines universe has spoken through me. If we apply it in life, that definitely it's going to be very empowering.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with that we come to
Ma'am, one
yeah.
request to all the members, all our soul family members. If anyone can guide me to or help me to write these miracles, how to write or something, because I'm lacking on this one.
Okay,
2,
Dimpy,
3,
share
4.
your in the
Ma'am,
365.
I'll tell her, ma'am. I'll tell her.
Please,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Write
Yeah.
it in, post your miracles in 365. Also is easy way to learn.
Yes, ma'am.
All
That
right.
gratitude journal or miracle diary, what you are writing, how you
I
are
can
writing.
talk to you. I can talk to you. I can talk to you on WhatsApp also. What is the right time to call you?
Anytime. I'm home
After the
only.
session, I'll give you a call for just a 5
Sure,
minutes,
sure.
right?
Sure.
Ma'am, is
Please,
that okay?
please.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Okay, ma'am.
Please. You're all in one family now.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
And
you so
also
much.
from 365 group, na? Dimple is also from 365 group.
Hanji, ma'am.
All right. With that, we come to end. Love you all. God bless you. How beautiful is
Thank
that
you.
community? How beautiful is that group where everybody is helping each other? This is my real dream.
Thank you.
Together, we can hold somebody and take them to their dreams and goals.
Yes,
And
ma'am. We also learned like this only, ma'am. One didn't know anything. That's how we started also.
Exactly. Even I did the same thing. I associated with the right people. Where I was very comfortable, where I was vulnerable, nobody will judge me.
One more thing, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm just posting some audios. Is it okay to post like some small audios?
Yeah, that's okay. Express yourself, nothing wrong.
Okay, because
Yeah.
there is little bit difficulty in my talking also. So I I do that to overcome from that
Yeah.
problem.
No worries.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. All right.
Thank you so much.
Glad we come to an end. Have a awesome weekend and come up with your learnings this weekend, and then we'll discuss those learnings on Monday morning, and definitely seeing all the people in the evening sessions today. And definitely the Sunday is the day for 1 year students to learn more about wealth. All
And
right.
ma'am, 4 days to 12th
4 days.
for our celebration, ma'am.
Oh yeah, 12
Okay.
to 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is okay. All right. That is on the 12th February.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
definitely. Definitely. We are going to rock.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You are number 3, so you are wisdom,
Yeah. Yeah. Lucky.
governed by sun and moon,
Yeah.
knowledge and heart.
Yes. I'm born with a very big heart like my dad.
No, your number says that. 12
Yes.
is like, yeah,
Okay. All
sun
right.
and moon. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Love you all. God bless
You,
you. Have
ma'am.